UCLA football looks to move to 3-0 against a team that is 2-0 and is more than happy to preach violence. Hi there, I'm James of Faithful Angelino Sports with your Week 3 UCLA preview. If you like the content that we put out on this channel, don't forget to subscribe. We do talk UCLA football here. Now, the first thing you should know in this game isn't as much that the opponent, South Alabama, is not as a pushover as much as you might think, despite the fact that everybody was clowning UCLA's non-conference schedule as a bunch of cupcakes. Particularly because South Alabama acts as if they're looking for a fight. They preach violence. Those are not my words. They're coming from the coach. The Jaguars are 2-0, and because of this fighting mentality, they have climbed in the rankings. You know how some websites, they don't just rank the top 25, they go all the way down to like 131? Yeah, the Jaguars have improved from 114 all the way up to 85. Now you might say, so what? That's number 85, but UCLA has lost rankings respect despite going 2-0. The Bruins have slumped from the mid-30s to the early to mid-40s. Now, you might say to yourself, okay, still, are these rank masters on point? Are they always precise? Well, I doubt it, but it is a cautionary flag. You should be wary. South Alabama comes from the conference of Appalachian State. Remember, Appalachian State was not Division I for a long time. They would just come up, though, and every so often punk a Division I team. So they know what they're doing down there. It's the conference of Marshall. Marshall went into South Bend last week, upset Notre Dame. So this is not something that the Bruins should be taking lightly. Matter of fact, I'd even go so far as to say UCLA should be wary of the hot start. South Alabama has outscored opponents 58-10 in the first half this year. Quarterback Carter Brody, he's passed for 6 touchdowns and almost 600 yards. Jalen Wayne has 3 touchdown passes. Colin Lacey has 2 more TDs, receiving, and 169 yards. So this is a team that knows how to move the ball. And by the way, the Jags can come in and definitely exploit one part of UCLA's defense. Kenny Churchwell, he's a nickelback. He leads the Bruins in tackles with 10. He is out for the first half. This is a result of a penalty, an ejection that he had for targeting last week. Churchill's a nickelback. So the Jaguars do have at least one hole in the Bruins defense to exploit. Now, to me, if I'm UCLA, the Murphy twins, that would be defensive ends Grayson and Gabriel, they have to play big. Both South Alabama tackles have missed time this year due to injury. So having to stop those 2 ends, that's going to be a big ask from them. Meanwhile, when UCLA has the ball, the Jaguars will line up in a 4-2-5. But the aggression that they have comes with a price. South Alabama, they lose almost 100 yards per game in penalties. Having said that, they do like their defensive line, particularly end Jamie Sheriff, and also corner Darrell Luter is seen as a legit NFL prospect. The question I would have for UCLA's offense is how healthy running back Zach Charbonnet and quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson are. Charbonnet didn't play last week. Thompson-Robinson missed a half. The alleged reason was both of them had injuries. Now, the players said that they were not really injured. And to be frank, I don't think they were either. But if either one is hurt, or if either one does have a lingering injury, that could be trouble for UCLA. See, if it were me, I would run up the gut on South Alabama, avoiding that defensive end, until the Jaguars pull a defensive backup. Then I would exploit the backfield. Maybe Jake Bobo has a breakout game finally for the Bruins. I mean, especially if Luter does lock down Casimir Allen, who's then the Bruins' leading receiver. Now, I'm not expecting a complete lockdown, but you never know. UCLA, the point I'm getting at is they do have other options. Then you figure South Alabama gets frustrated, stupid penalties, and away UCLA goes. The bottom line is this. UCLA is a favorite for this game, but they need to pay attention. If they have one eye on the conference opener in Colorado next week, if either Charbonnet or Thompson-Robinson are a little more dinged up than they care to admit, if the Bruins fall asleep in the first half, well, the Jags are more than willing to trade punches. Now, if you enjoyed this broadcast, don't forget to subscribe to Faithful Angelinos. We do talk UCLA football here. Thanks for watching. I'm James. We'll be back tomorrow. Faithful Angelinos is a Corte El Queso production. Take care.